Today we'll be exploring a topic that's near and dear to me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's the history of cats.
Nice.
I know, right? It's just, it's incredible to think that these furry felines have been our companions for
For a long time.
over 9,000 years.
Wow.
That's way before smartphones and cars and TVs and even the wheel.
That is a really long time. I mean, they've really seen it all. We're going to go all the way back in time to their wild origins
Oh, yeah.
and trace their journey from fierce hunters to the snuggly sofa buddies that we know and love today.
So how did it all begin? Where do we even start with 9,000 years of history?
Well, it all starts with us humans. The story of cats is really intertwined with the story of human civilization.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
Okay, so picture this. It's about 7,500 BCE in the Fertile Crescent. This is an area in the Middle East where some of the earliest farming settlements popped up. Humans were just starting to figure out this whole agriculture thing, but
Right.
there was a problem. Rodents.
Ugh, rodents.
Yeah.
Always a problem.
Exactly. They were munching on the grain stores, causing all sorts of trouble.
So basically, humans invented farming and accidentally created the perfect buffet for wildcats.
You got it. The African wildcat, which is the ancestor of all domestic cats, was naturally drawn to these settlements. I mean, who wouldn't be?
Free food. Sign me up.
Right. They were skilled hunters, perfectly adapted to catch these rodents, and so it was a win-win for everyone. Humans got pest control, and wildcats got a reliable food source.
That's a pretty smart way to make friends. Hey, you got mice? I got skills.
Yeah, exactly. A match made in, well, not exactly heaven, but...
But a grain storage facility.
Exactly. So that's where it all began, this unlikely partnership that's lasted thousands of years.
Wow. Okay, so from pest control, when did they make the jump to being revered? Like practically royalty. Ancient Egypt comes to mind.
Ancient Egypt, a civilization obsessed with cats. I mean, we're talking more than just liking them. They considered cats sacred.
Yeah, I've heard about that. Weren't there like cat goddesses?
You're thinking of Bastet, often depicted with a cat's head. She represented protection, fertility, and motherhood. All very important things.
Wow, a whole goddess with a cat head. I knew Egyptians loved cats, but that's next level.
Oh, it gets even better. Get this. Harming a cat in ancient Egypt was a huge no-no, a serious crime.
Really?
Absolutely. They even mummified their beloved cats just like pharaohs so they could join them in the afterlife.
I can't even imagine planning a cat funeral, let alone a mummification.
Right. Talk about dedicated cat people. Cats were making their mark all over the ancient world. In China, they were valued for guarding precious silk cocoons.
Makes sense. Rodents love to munch on anything valuable.
Exactly. And in Japan, you have the maneki neko. The maneki neko, the beckoning cat, thought to bring good luck. You see those figurines everywhere, even today?
Oh yeah, with a little paw up in the air.
That's the one. So yeah, cats were integrating themselves into all sorts of different cultures.
It's really fascinating to see how they became so globally adored. But it wasn't always smooth sailing for them, was it?
You're right. It wasn't always sunshine and catnip. Unfortunately, as we move into the Middle Ages in Europe, things take a bit of a dark turn.
Oh no, what happened?
Well, the perception of cats, especially black cats, shifted dramatically. They became associated with witchcraft and bad luck.
Oh wow, that's a big change. Why? What happened?
Well, a lot of it was tied to the Black Death,
Yeah.
a devastating plague that just swept across the continent.
Oh right, the Black Death. But wasn't that spread by rats? The very creatures that cats are famous for hunting.
You're exactly right. It's kind of ironic, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. So the very animals that could have helped were being demonized.
But their image definitely got a makeover.
Oh yeah, like what?
Well, they became associated with sophistication and intellect.
Fancy.
Right. They were often depicted in paintings alongside scholars and artists, just casually hanging out, looking all intellectual.
Soaking up the knowledge.
Exactly. And they even started showing up in literature, like in Shakespeare's plays.
Wow, name-dropping Shakespeare. They really were moving up in the world.
Oh, they were. It was a real comeback story. And then as cities grew during the Industrial Revolution, their practical skills were once again in high demand.
Oh yeah, back to pest control.
Yep. Essential for keeping factories and homes free of rodents, protecting valuable goods, preventing the spread of disease.
So that cats always find a way to be useful no matter what the era.
They're adaptable, that's for sure. But you know what I'm really curious about? When this whole cat craze really took off, like when did they become the pampered house pets we know today?
Yeah, good question. When did we go from useful pest control to spoiled fur babies?
Well, the 19th century was a turning point.
Okay. What happened?
People started selectively breeding cats for specific traits, you know, leading to the emergence of organized cat breeds.
So like all the different breeds we have today,
Right.
Siamese, Persians, Maine Coons, all that.
Exactly. And get this. In 1871, London hosted the first ever cat show.
Wait a minute, a cat show?
Yeah.
Like with prizes and judges and everything.
The whole 9 yards. Can you imagine that? A whole event dedicated to celebrating cats?
That's amazing. I bet those Victorian-era cats were dressed to the nine.
Oh, I'm sure they were quite the sight. These shows became incredibly popular, showcasing different breeds and, of course, those unique feline personalities. And it was during this period that cats really transitioned into beloved household companions, you know?
Yeah, onto laps and into hearts.
Exactly, finding their way onto laps and into hearts across the globe.
It's true. And let's be honest, who can resist their charm? Those adorable meows, those playful antics.
Yeah, they've definitely mastered the art of winning us over.
Okay, I'm ready for some mind-blowing cat facts. Let's talk about what makes these creatures so unique.
You got it. Well, for starters, do you know cats sleep for about 70% of their lives?
Wow. That's some serious dedication to the snooze button.
And here's a fascinating fact. Adult cats primarily meow to communicate with humans, not with each other.
Really?
Yeah.
So they don't just like chat with each other using meows?
Not really.
Yeah.
No, they've developed this special way of talking to us. Using those meows to get attention, ask for food, or just say hello. Right, but what about purring? I mean, is it always a sign of happiness?
I've always thought so, but I'm ready to be proven wrong.
Well, while purring is often associated with contentment, it's actually more complex than that. Cats also purr when they're injured, stressed, or even in pain.
Wow, I had no idea. Hit me with some of the most unbelievable cat facts you've got. I'm ready to be amazed.
All right, get ready for this. The loudest purr ever recorded was a whopping 67.8 decibels.
Whoa, that's as loud as a vacuum cleaner.
It is. That's one powerful purr.
I bet that cat didn't need any help getting attention.
What else?
What else have you got?
And then for a touch of Hollywood drama,
Oh.
there's a cat named Blackie who inherited a fortune of $12.5 million.
What? From his owner?
Yep, talk about being born with 9 lives in the silver
A
spoon.
multi-millionaire cat? I wouldn't mind trading places with Blackie for a day.
Right, who wouldn't?
So we've gone from ancient Egypt to the cutting edge of science, all to understand our feline friends.
And we've only scratched the surface.
It makes you wonder what's going on in those little cat brains. You know, like what are they thinking?
Right. Imagine the secrets they hold after thousands of years of living with us. They've seen it all.
They've witnessed empires rise and fall. They've seen all the technological advancements and probably countless naps and sunbeams.
Exactly. They have a front row seat to history. It really is a thought-provoking idea, you know? Despite our close bond, there's still so much mystery surrounding them.
So the next time you're hanging out with your cat, just take a moment to really observe them.
Yeah, see if you can decipher any secret messages. Unlock a deeper understanding of your furry friend.
Who knows? Maybe you'll discover something new.
Exactly. After all, they've been our companions for thousands of years.
Sharing our homes, our lives. It's a testament to their charm, their adaptability.
And maybe even their wisdom.
We've explored their wild origins, their rise to fame, and their enduring place in our hearts.
Until next time, keep those whiskers twitching and those purrs rumbling.
And remember, there's always more to discover about our enigmatic feline friends.
Oh, yeah. And don't forget to give your kitty an extra cuddle tonight.
They deserve it.